Hey guys, Red Pen Mining here. Hope you're doing well, having a really great day this video. All right, I got two Bitcoin miner announcements from Canaan and also Iceriver, aka BGIN, Blockchain Limited. This is their parent company. I believe they're headquartered in the US, Singapore, and Hong Kong. So Iceriver has announced a BT1 Series Bitcoin miner, and then Canaan has announced the new A16, a 300 terahash. Iceriver hasn't given any hash rate mod numbers or power consumptions, but we're going to speculate that by doing some predictions here on my Google Sheet here with all the Bitcoin miners on this list. And I have it sorted by efficiency, so we'll do some fun stuff within this video. We're going to talk about Bitcoin mining profitability currently, and I guess the state of Bitcoin mining in a sense. I know generally right now, I'll just say that I know a lot of people here are probably really not into Bitcoin mining because it's really an industrialized game now. You really need to have under 7 cents, under 6 cents to really be competitive into being profitable for Bitcoin mining. So depending on what models you have and the efficiency of certain models, it really matters. Power cost truly matters with Bitcoin mining at scale. And if you're wanting to make any type of money, yeah, you have to scale with Bitcoin mining and have cheap electric, of course. But for anyone that's mining at home, I highly doubt that many people are going to be buying one of these miners. So if you're not interested in big boy ASIC mining, I understand. So you guys can tune into another video. But otherwise, guys, I'm gonna talk about a lot of stuff here and we'll go through all of it right after a word from today's video sponsor. Looking to jump into crypto mining with confidence? Meet aslminer.com, your gold standard supplier for all ASIC mining hardware. Founded in 2015, ASL Miner distributes top brands like Bitmain, WhatsMiner, Iceriver, Canaan, and now they are the official distributor of the new FluMiner L1 Pro Dogecoin miner, FluMiner L2, and coming soon, the FluMiner T3 Bitcoin miner. They have multiple cryptocurrency payment methods, worldwide shipping, and world-class customer service to deal with customs and tariffs. ASL Miner makes the ASIC miner buying experience easy. Visit aslminer.com today and use code RPM for $30 off your order for the lowest priced crypto miners today. Link down below. Okay, so I'm not going to read through the whole article here, but basically Iceriver here, they stated that it's going to launch in early 2026. The new series represents the company's strategic expansion into the Bitcoin market. And here, the BT1 tape-out launch. And this word tape-out reminds me of Locotech, which I want to do some fun. I was doing some investigation. I'll come back to this. The Locotech, you all know Locotech. They've claimed to have one of the most efficient script miners, but it hasn't come to fruition yet. It's been like 3 years. We'll come back to this. So anyways, BGIN has successfully completed design and simulation verification for its advanced process Bitcoin mining machine. This sentence right here sounds exactly what Locotech said back then. Anyway, the BT1 model. After confirming the process with the foundry, the ASIC chip has officially entered the tape-out phase, a critical milestone in chip development. Tape-out represents a key stage in overall chip development process as it marks a pivotal step in the transition from design to physical production. Since 2022, the company has achieved a proven track record with 6 successful tape-outs of ASIC mining chip designs, aka Kaspa, right? Kaspa miners, Alephium miners, Radiant miners. What else did they do? Alephium, Kaspa, Radiant. I think that's Aleo. Aleo is another one. I feel like I'm forgetting more. You guys can let me know, but I think that's it. Yeah, Kaspa is obviously one of the bigger ones that they've sold. And back in 2023, apparently they sold 67,998 miners in that year in 2023. 2024, they probably sold a lot more. Definitely a lot more. So, all right, that's all I'm going to read about this here. And so, yeah, Iceriver is getting into the Bitcoin mining game, and whether or not they're going to be efficient, I'm not quite sure. So this is where I'm going to do some speculation here. So we got manufacturers like Canaan, WhatsMiner, MicroBT, Bitmain, of course, Seal Miner, pretty good recently. We got the Proto Rig from Jack Dorsey, and also FluMiner. The FluMiner coming out of the gate with their home miner first. Not sure if they're going to get into the big boy mining realm, but now we got Iceriver. So the Iceriver BT1 series. Okay, I don't know. I'm just guessing here. I'm assuming they're gonna have multiple, like they're gonna have a home miner, they're gonna have, you know, a big boy miner, like they're probably gonna have multiple miners, right? Home BT1, or maybe like AlphaPex BT Home 1. Could you, yeah, it's just like their DG Home 1. You know, I wonder if they're gonna take that that moniker there. Anyways, the bigger boy Iceriver Bitcoin miners, I don't know. I really don't know what they would call it. Maybe you know, a BT1 Lite for like a smaller version, and I don't know, going Aleo AE3. Yeah, maybe they could do BT3, you know, if they want to do like the bigger boy miners, right? Let's just do a couple predictions here. BT5 or something, the Bitcoin miner number 5, and it's gonna do like 300 terahash at like 30, really competitive 3,500 watts, and that would be an efficiency of 11.6. You know, they would be in the efficiency realm of the new Bitmain S23 Air. Could you imagine if Iceriver did something like that? That would be great. I don't know. BT3 would be, I'm just pulling random numbers here. 225 terahash. Yeah, sure. 3,400 watts. Sure. Maybe BT3 would be 15.1 watt per hash. You know, I'm just throwing random numbers out here, but maybe the BT1 Lite, maybe like, I don't know, 100, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just pulling numbers out of my head here. 2,900 watts. Sure. No, definitely lower than that. Maybe 25, probably get more efficient. I'm just doing some random numbers here. 16 watt per hash. No, as it gets smaller, normally it would get more efficient. So, I don't know, maybe, yeah, 13.3 BT Home 1, their home miner. Maybe this would be a good 100 terahash or something at like 1,500 watts. Yeah, you know, it'll be a 15 watt per hash, maybe even lower. Maybe, you know, Iceriver can really become competitive and really be up here with the Bitmain S23 series efficiency, level of efficiency. Could you imagine if Iceriver got to that point? That would be pretty cool. But is that going to happen? I don't think so. But we'll see, right? Bitmain's the top dog in terms of efficiency at this point. So our Seal miner as well, I guess, with their A4. They're claiming 5.5 watt per hash, which is which is amazing. Now, in terms of price, I'm not even going to speculate there. We're not going to waste time on that until it comes out. I hope they will be competitive. Now, Canaan, they have announced a Bitcoin miner. The A16, all right? Canaan, Dubai Festival on October 28-29, Canaan will introduce the latest addition to its powerhouse lineup, the A16. So this is coming up in a week time as of recording. The A16 upgraded for higher efficiency and a hash rate of 300 terahash, tougher stability, smarter energy use, and Dr. Jin Hao Chen, Canaan's vice president, will also present a keynote titled Bitcoin Mining for the Future of Energy, Meet the New A16. Okay. Yada, yada, yada. I'm not going to go through the whole article here, but basically, yeah, they're A16. There's no power usage. They didn't claim any, you know, watt per hash as well. So 300 terahash. Let's do another like comparison here. So, okay. So Bitmain has 300 terahash miner. So we just do Canaan Avalon A16. I don't know. Pro, or they're just calling it A16. There's probably going to be a pro model, but 300 terahash. Okay, so the Bitmain's S23 Air model does 318 at 3498 watts, advertised probably at 70 Fahrenheit, which nobody really has mining at scale. So 300 terahash on the Canaan Avalon A16. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is gonna be like 36, 45 watts. Right, that's going to be a watt per hash of 12.5. I'm gonna say ballpark around there, pretty much in line. You know, the A15, okay, Canaan Avalon was able to get, let's see, 215 terahash, 3,600 watts. That was a 16.7 watt per hash. Okay, my Avalon A15 Pro, I'm getting about 889, 17.3 watt per hash because my ambient, you know, environment is a little bit hotter. So this thing does pull a little bit more power, but that's the name of the game on all of these Bitcoin miners. So, okay, the Avalon A15 was able to get 16 to 17 watt per hash. Maybe the Avalon, a Canaan Avalon is maybe higher, you know, maybe 13, maybe 14, you know, maybe I don't think Canaan could get down to 12. Yeah. So maybe this could be a lot more, right? 3,800 watts. This would go to 12.8 watt per hash. So actually, as we go up, as I go maybe 4,200 watts, that's a 14 watt per hash. So what other big boy Bitcoin miners out there take 4,200 watts? Not many, actually. Let me just sort my list here for, let me sort the other way. Sort A to Z, 4,200, 4,000 watts. Avalon A1666. Okay, 4,500 watts. Whew. Okay, so maybe that's not, out of the realm of possibility that the new A16 could take 42. I put 42. Wow, 44. Desawee, Avalon A15. So maybe 4,200 watts, or maybe the same, maybe 4,500 watts. That would make it a 15 watt per hash. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to speculate that Avalon is maybe that thing is hitting up. That thing is that new Avalon A16 could be hitting up 4,500 watts at 15 watt per hash. Woo. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it can get down to 12 watt per hash, but you guys let me know. Give me your predictions down below for that. But and also link down below to this Google sheet if anyone is interested in looking at my efficiency sheet of all the different Bitcoin miners out there. I've also tested a bunch of miners myself, and I've put my real world hash rates and watt per hash numbers on here if you're interested. The link down below in the description. Okay, so all right, so yeah. Avalon and Canaan, Avalon and Iceriver coming out of the gate with 2 new Bitcoin miners coming out, I guess, 2026. Did they release a time? Let's see, Avalon. They didn't release a time when the new miner would come out, but I'm expecting probably next year sometime. Okay, so interesting. Would I personally be going out and getting these? Well, as a home Bitcoin miner, no. Would I get these miners for hosting? Yes. At much cheaper electric rates. Yes, I would. Now, okay, I wanted to talk about here. I did some research regarding Locotech. I know a lot of people have been, making fun about Locotech. So have I, and giving them a lot of criticism because they've been announcing this Locotech Hashblade for years now, and it hasn't come out. They haven't brought an actual product to the table. They've tried to, and it's just never come out. So Mr. Mike Lozek. Okay, I've been trying to search on X. There was a bunch of X posts, claiming they're like, oh, tape out, the product's going to be releasing out for shipping, Q2 of 2024, and then Q4 of 2024, and then Q3 of 2025. Here we are, Q4 of 2025, and nothing is out yet. Okay, so it looks like they deleted some posts. I was searching. I vividly remember a bunch of posts from the Locotech group that they were, shipping is going to be 2024, Q3, 2024. They deleted the post. Look at this. Batch 2, this is from 2024, September 16th. Batch 2 pre-orders will open once we finalize the specifications of the new form factors we are bringing to the market, most likely after tape out. This was back in September 16th, 2024. It is now, as of recording, October 23rd, 2025. Why are they talking about batch 2 pre-orders, Ben? Did anyone actually get their first batch pre-orders? No, right? Nothing. So this is just terrible on Locotech's part. I don't even know what's happening with them. I remember they were claiming that the double barrel, they're talking about this new double barrel product just like a couple months, half a year ago, or even a year ago. And they said it would come out Q3 of 2025. I haven't heard any announcement. I went on Locotech's X account here, and the last thing they said here is final form factors really coming together. Participation in batch 3 will be prioritized for our customers, and miners will actively running on PowerPool at the time of release. Batch 3 will open once deliveries for batch 1 and 2 are underway. Where? It's already Q4 now. So nothing has come about with this, because I remember the jargon here of this article, the design and simulation verification for its advanced process Bitcoin mining machine. Confirming the process with the foundry was the same exact jargon that that Locotech used regarding their Hashblade. And I've yet to see one in the wild. No one has had one. And yeah, anyways, enough about that. Let's talk about the profitability of Bitcoin mining. Currently, the state of Bitcoin mining, where it's at right now, over a zettahash. And it looks like we did have a little bit of a dip here over the past week here, ever since Bitcoin We were at 1.34 zettahash, but we had a pretty big dip in Bitcoin's price. So I think this is what constitutes to why Bitcoin's hash rate has been coming down here, because I think there's a lot of older, inefficient Bitcoin miners that have been on. And I think, depending on the type of model you have, right, and the efficiency that they can achieve, a lot of these miners aren't really making that much money. So let's just say I'm not going to do residential electric. I know a lot of people have over 15 cents electric and they're probably not Bitcoin mining. 15 cents electric. I mean, let's see here. The only break-even miner would be BitX Gamma, an Antminer S21 XP, like 89 cents. Okay, making 89 cents after 15 cents electric. So that's obviously not good. But as we get lower, okay, so let's just go down to like 9, for instance. Okay, then, generally Bitcoin miners are okay. S21 XP is then making about $6.36 a day. Not great, but it's better than, at 15 cents per kilowatt hour. But let's just keep going down the list here. Even at 9 cents electric, okay, the S19K Pro is pretty much breaking even at 9 cents, making about 28 cents a day. S19K Pro, this model came out August 2023, okay? So I don't know very many people that are using these miners at home. I had some of these. Actually, I still do have a bunch of these, but I sold them because they're just, at 8-9 cents. It really doesn't make sense anymore. So I'd rather put that money towards something that is doing a lot better. But 9 cents per kilowatt hour, that's where we're at with these. So the S19K Pro is just breaking even. But as we go down, let's do, 7 cents. Okay, as we go down the list, S19K Pro then makes $1.62 a day. As we go down, M53, S19J Pro. Okay, so now we're hitting up in the realm of the 2021 era Bitcoin miners. S19J Pro, 104 terahash, very prominent Bitcoin miner, which I know a lot of people have. And I'm going to say most of the Bitcoin network hash rate is a lot of the S19 series. Okay, so for those that have these miners, even at 7 cent kilowatt hour, like there's obviously a lot of people that have a lot much cheaper than that and probably at scale have the S19J Pro still, breaks even at 7 cents. But let's say somebody that has like, 3 cents per kilowatt hour. Okay. Then an S19J Pro would make about $3, a couple bucks a day, right? That's pretty good on a 4-year-old ASIC miner that gets 29 joules per terahash, right? The efficiency of a S19J Pro 104, $3 a day at 3 cent kilowatt hour. And that is predominantly what a lot of the industrial players are mining at. Okay. I guess countries in the Middle East, in Africa, South America, they have sub 1-2 cents as well. Some places in North America have 2 to 3 cents per kilowatt hour. If you're gas flare, some people gas flaring at 1 cent per kilowatt hour. So there's plenty of people out there that have these older models out there, old Bitcoin miners, and are still able to churn a profit, especially at scale, right? So yeah, so I truly think that the only people that are going to be getting into these, bigger boy models, ASIC miners, coming up the realm of the S23 series, they're making obviously a lot more, but who has $7,000 to spend? No residential miner really these days has money to spend on that unless you have, good, cheap electric and you're able to do it at scale in order to make, a good amount of money at this price point. But it's the bigger players. Okay. It's the bigger players that are investing in this type of thing. I'm not investing in Bitcoin miners. I'm much smaller scale. Some people say I'm medium scale at home. Sure. I'm using only 400 amps of power. I say only, but that's a good amount, right? But even at my 7-8 cents electric, buying the latest and greatest, it's a heavy pill to swallow, right? It's a lot of money to swallow. So I'd personally try to find, if I know there's not very many hosting facilities out there that are hosting at 4 or 5 cents. There's really nobody that's doing that. It's like 7-8 cents at least, 7 cents or more that I've seen out there for ASIC hosting. So as you can see, as you have those models, it's a lot profitable. Also considering the efficiency, of course, as well. Right? But I think the Bitcoin network hash rate, Bitcoin's hash rate is going to keep climbing gradually here. I don't think it's going to climb much in this while here because, the market kind of dipping down here. I don't see retail really getting in that much, but there's a lot of industrial and corporate investors really getting into Bitcoin mining at scale. So I know a lot of home miners though. Okay, I can't forget, right? There's a lot of like people. I know a lot of people have been buying the Avalon Q like crazy. The Avalon Q is a miner that is really popular with a lot of home miners. The Avalon Q, this one right here. And this is something where for anyone that wants to participate in Bitcoin mining at a very small scale and just stacking sats, you know, a couple bucks a day, you know, sure, it's great in that regard. But are you going to make a substantial amount of money with one of these things? No. Right. And if you're going to try and gamble with these by solo mining, your chances of getting a Bitcoin block or any other block out there is very, very low. So everyone who's been buying these, and I've seen on my affiliates and everything, like over a couple thousand people have been buying these miners. There's a lot of people have been getting into these, and a lot of other solo Bitcoin miners out there. So I think that it's definitely getting to that point, or it's going to become to that point where, you know, we're going to hit that lull of like, if Bitcoin's price doesn't continue to go higher and everyone keeps on adding more hash rate to the network, you know, these things are really not going to make that much money for everybody, unless you have 1, 2, 4 cents per kilowatt hour. Really, those are the only people that are winning currently. So, okay, my friends, that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about. Let me know your guys' predictions of the new Iceriver BT5 or even the new Canaan Avalon A16. Okay. Let me know your guys' guests down below, and let me know if you're Bitcoin mining. All right. I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one. Peace out. Peace out.